Guys, we're here in downtown Montreal, and here is the legendary coach, Marcus Diamara Parrumpa. How are you doing,
Как
sir?
дела? Хорошо?
Хорошо, sir. Sir, you're here with Begzat Almakhan. Big fight for him, his second UFC fight. The first fight, he fought a top contender in Umar Nurmagomedov. Now he's fighting Brett Katona. Could you please tell us a little bit about Begzat as a person, and also what this fight will mean for him to advance his UFC career?
Like all the Kazakhstani, guys that I have trained at American Top Team, backside is amazing. He's a very humble, respectful kid. Learns very fast. We've been working only for the last 6 to 8 weeks together, and he's doing amazing. I think it's going to be a good fight for him. Brad Katona is a tough opponent, very strong, very well-rounded, but I think backside it's better, and that we have a game plan that, is going to favor backside, and I have 100% confidence that he's going to win Saturday night.
And sir, one of your other students is Renato Moicano. Just came off a title fight with Islam Makhachev. What can be the future for Renato Moicano? What could his next fight be?
Well, he needs to have a camp for that guy. He was ready for Dariush. So if we're gonna fight Dariush, it's one camp. If we're gonna fight Islam, it's a different camp. We're gonna fight Justin Gage, is a different camp. So we need to have enough time to prepare, especially for a guy like Islam, which is number one in the world and the number one pound for pound in the world. So he's a very tough, opponent, right? We had 24 hours to switch, strategies and improve techniques. It's not enough. Everybody knows that it's not even 24 hours. It's way less than 24 hours. So next time, I believe that Moicano is going to be ready for whatever his opponent might be, and he's going to win again.
Sir, a couple last questions here for you. Another one of your students, Alexander Pantoja. Could we all see him at the International Fight Week, UFC 317, against Kai Kara France?
Well, we have an idea, that who the opponent might be. We have an idea of the date that will be, but we don't have the contract yet. So I cannot say for sure 100% that's going to be an International Fight Week. And I cannot say that 100% is going to be Kakara, but we have a pretty good idea that that's the direction that UFC wants. We're just waiting for the contract.
And sir, my last question for you is about Arman Tsarukyan. What could be next for Arman? He won a huge fight against Charles Oliveira. He recently said that he rejected a fight against Mateusz Gamrot because it doesn't make sense for him. But he's a top contender. How soon can people see him challenge either Topuria or Islam for the belt?
Well, everything comes down to this week, right, in Montreal. If Bilal wins, I think Islam is going to be fighting Topuria. If Jack Madalena wins, I think Islam is going to come up to fight Jack LaMadalena, and then Topuria is going to fight Charles Oliveira. Either way, Arman is not fighting for the belt on his next fight. So we need a top 3 opponent. He's number 1. If Charles is not available, the number 3, which is maybe just engaging, and I think it's not on Arman's best interest to fight the number 7 ranked, who is coming from a loss, okay? And he said it. All right, you want to put me with somebody way below me? Put against Dan Hooker, who beat Gamrot last fight. That makes sense, but it doesn't make sense him being number 1 and then try fight somebody that is coming off of a loss and way below him in the rankings, So right now we're just waiting. There's nothing guaranteed. There's nothing set. We're just waiting for the UFC to see what we're going to do next.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a huge honor to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.